Next up, this young man is from Philly.
Woo!
This is the first person Heather B said she wanted to have.
I put in one vote and one name. That was Shawn Smith.
Yes.
Give it up for Shawn Smith.
Yes!
The haters dread me because I had it locked for a while, like Whoopi Goldberg. Everybody urging for some. See where your bank account full, you the courteous one. But even your sister act funny when they turn into none. I wish I would get along with the frauds. I just walk as a boss. This shit these niggas talking is false. If your chick tossing the drawers, call it a loss. I'm petty, my chick left me, so I'm targeting yours. And niggas hate it when I talk to they bras, so they pull them close whenever I pass, like they walking the dogs. If I fold, they'll label me joke. I've been hotter. The code is to stay on these slopes, my men riders. Well, cold niggas aim for your throat to get dollars. Cause most niggas raised to be broke like pinatas.
Keep them applause going. Smooth spitter, a real MC. One of the best of a new generation. Philly, stand up. We got the one and only Shawn Smith here. Give it up for Shawn
Smith. What up, fam?
Hey.
You got the legendary introductions. I'm glad I got one. I'm gonna save that sound bit.
Oh man, go ahead, man. I could have did it a lot better if you want me to, man. I could just do a whole nother one if you're gonna put me on the project.
Yeah. Let's set that up. How y'all feeling?
Okay, we're great, man. Heather, it's Shawn. It's something about Shawn. You know what I love about you? I feel like I know for a fact that our relationship is beyond rap. You know, and I love when I get a text from you and you stay in tune and stay in touch, man. I just want to let you know I appreciate it because I think Shawn Smith, and I was asking Tracy about this, like I think your time is now. I don't think the rap game has fully discovered you yet,
right?
But I you know what I mean. I don't think people have fully discovered Shawn yet. I thought they would have by now, which is a good thing in my opinion because you got a lot of room to make a first impression. But the other thing is, man, I think any rapper between the age of 15 and 30, I think you're out rapping. You're in the top 2% of dope elite rappers in that age group.
Word.
Shawn Smith. I'm going. Anybody disagree?
That is a hell of a cosign, man.
And Sway, you a legend, man. So it's an honor to even be able to reach out and text you and see what's up with you. Because the once upon a time, me wanting to rap so bad, I watch your show every morning. You know what I mean? So It's good to be able to have a relationship with legendary people like y'all and be able to have some support and a platform to be able to speak or just do my thing, period. So I appreciate y'all.
Well, I think it's necessary because I get and I'll be total transparent. I get a lot of backlash from the audience because I give everybody a chance now. Where before I wouldn't have done that, but now I get everybody a chance. You know, not everybody that comes up on the show is as dope as a Shawn Smith, but when I recognize a talent like a Shawn Smith, I go hard on HB. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter to me if you're not top of the Billboard charts. It don't matter. It might matter to you as an artist, but that doesn't determine for me what makes you dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Shawn, what? Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Who do you think is dope right now? That's in your age bracket.
I like the homies I was rapping with when I was up there. Annoyed, Oswin, Chris Rivers. Shout out to him. They're all dope. I'm not sure necessarily what age bracket. I think they my age bracket, but they the homies and they all dope. But I don't know. Like it's hard for me to pinpoint. But when I do hear people, I listen to everything, and I kind of just tune in sporadically. And I pretty much like all the rap that's going on right now, even for what it is. A lot of people get mad at what they say is mumble rap and all that, and but it serves its purpose. It's still good art, and for what it is. And as far as the real rappers, like JID is dope. I listen to him. There's a new guy somebody put me on named Luke. He's pretty dope. So there's a few I could be naming all day, but shout out to them, man. They doing their thing, and we kind of kings of the same path. We all just trying to be a voice. We all black men from the hood, and we trying to do something positive and great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Shawn Smith new album, "Till Death Do Us Part." "Till Death Do Us Art." "Till Death Do Us Art" is out right now. HB, you want to holler at Shawn Smith? I know he's one of your favorites. I feel like you.
No,
hold him,
he is one of my
you really-
favorites. I mean, that's absolutely goes without saying. But Shawn, I know how much you put in your work and how much you write and how much you care about the culture and the craft of it all. But how has it been since we've been dealing with this pandemic, going back to like March, with just not being able to perform and do all the things that we love to do as artists? How have you been maintaining?
I have basically I just been being focused. Of course, I've been in prayer. That's the most important thing. I got to keep
Amen.
a level head and just process everything that's going on. But even just in prayer for everybody, like, because I know people who lost grandmoms and parents from this COVID stuff. So even when like people like are careless about some of this stuff, I'll be like, yo, like, don't do that around the wrong people, because people really lost people for this. So it's a crazy time, but I just been in prayer, and I've actually, since we had time to like not do shows and stuff, I picked up a couple other hobbies that I really appreciate, like filming and acting. I think filming is one of my favorite things to do right now. Of course, music is my favorite, but filming and just being able to express in a different way other than lyrics is like my thing. So just the art of everything, I've been able to really sit and do a lot of my history and educate myself on some of the most important things of our culture, like more Martin Luther King, more James Baldwin, more Malcolm X. I'm picking up on new books. So it's been a real educational experience and a process of like growth for me. So I'm making the most of it the best I can.
Beautiful.
I love that, Shawn. Also, to tie and I'm so happy to be speaking to you, my love. This is Tracy, of course. Thank you for joining us, and congrats. Hey, love, congrats on this project. Thinking about the title, and I love titles so much. Being a writer, not with raps, but a different type of writer. When I think of "Till Death Do Us Art," I'm thinking about growth in terms of just like shedding habits that no longer serve. I'm thinking about how in this one human lifetime, it can feel like we've lived like 20 different human experiences within this own body, you know? And so I'm wondering if that resonates with you at all, if there is a difference between the Shawn Smith that we met years ago and this person now, or if it's the same but with some additions.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. That's like pruning to me. It's like cutting off bad branches so that I can grow better. I've definitely done a lot of that since I met you guys in 2017. I feel like this Shawn Smith has a more of a voice, and I'm not more braver to be a leader, because I recognize even besides music, without touching back on educating myself, if I'm on a platform, I have to be able to not only educate, but to hold it down for my culture and my people, period. So I think that now I'm more confident in my voice and some of the things that I do know and some of the things that I've learned. And all of the things I've learned is just from prior people who paved the way, whether they were educators or other rappers. I'm really big on paying homage and picking up the torch and being the next leader of this new generation. So now I wanna find ways to use my voice more outside of rap, but to give speeches or just like to talk to people that's from the same places that I'm from. I really want to solidify some work like that beyond music, because for me it's about legacy. It's about what lives on after the fact, after there's no Shawn Smith walking the earth. What did I leave behind that's for the greater good, that I don't just benefit from, but that the world or the next generation could benefit from? So that's more so on my mind now, especially when I create music.
Shawn, that's amazing hearing your growth. And I'm thinking about Sink or Swim, a Shawn Smith story. That's, around the time when we all start coming together. Let me ask you, what is your status now? Are you independent? I feel like there was some talk of you working with some big dogs for a minute. What's your status right now?
I'm always blessed to work with the big dogs, but my main status, how I best like to explain it, is sink or swim, because I that's the importance of like ownership or building something that starts with my inner circle. So yeah, I've been blessed to like connect and partner with a lot of big companies, and a lot of stuff I don't like to disclose it yet until things are really solidified and in place.
Okay.
Because a lot of things change before stuff come out or anything, but for the team that I do have now, and they know who they are, they've been working really good with like even putting this project out and making sure I was always together. So when a proper announcement time for me to announce who I may be partnering with in the future or when I'm doing, I like to try to save that. But for now, for the most part, it's just sink or swim. That's what I really want to promote.
Sink or Swim Productions. Okay, Shawn Smith is here. I'm going to open up these phone lines, 888-742-3345, man. So it's been the pandemic. A lot of us have been sheltering in place. Folks are really limited on their movement. When I listen to this project, the initial thing when I hear the first song, Braggadocious, is that's Shawn. That's quintessential Shawn Smith. He just spitting flames. Mm-hmm. And then as I started going through the project, I started hearing songs like Stressing Me. You know, I start hearing songs like Thorn in the Wild, and I start hearing you use your voice differently, not just as a rapper, but kind of like a crooner. Maybe I missed something, but is this a part of your growth? Like you're willing to make more hybrid songs that are, I mean, you're talking about love on this, bro. So is this part of the growth?
Yeah, it's pretty new for me to like open up emotionally on songs, but I just feel like connecting to people is the most important thing. Like even to the littlest parts when I got somebody with me or I'm just out and I see other like women having, cause I love to see like black women having a good time. And one thing that's a part of black women having a good time is when the song come on and they be like, oh, this is my shit. And I always wanted that effect when my song came on. I want people or women to just be like, yo, this is my song, turn this up. So I kept that in mind when creating this because I realized I got to connect. And some of the older records I made on Sink or Swim are classic records, and they're really lyrical. I feel like I'm in a great lyrical space on Sink or Swim. But for people who aren't necessarily trying to dig into lyrics, what can they have that they can hold on to from me that can connect to an experience and a time? And a song like Stressing Me, when it come out, everybody loving and the girls just want to bop to it. They don't want to necessarily pull out their dictionary and figure out what I'm talking about. But when they hear that song, they'll always remember, yo, this is my joint. I remember he dropped this. I remember where I was at. I remember partying with my friends to this. And when they come on later in the years, when they honor me at the BET Awards or something that come on, I want everybody to get off their seat and like really feel it because it's just a big ball of emotion. I'm talking about what I'm going through in a relationship stressing me. And I think everybody can connect to it. And that's my main thing, just connecting to people.
So I just ordered these 4.
Okay, I love it, man. Are you in a relationship, Shawn?
Yeah, I am at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
There
so
you
what's
go.
that? Yeah, I like that. What's that like when your lady hears these lyrics? And how does she not take it personal? How does she not internalize it? Or,
My lady mad cool. Like she respect the art and she respect me. And like she don't be tripping about it. She appreciate the good art in it, and it's a song. You know what I mean? Like if anything, she enjoys it, and she like to see me express myself, and to make good music. That's ultimately what we're here for. So like any person who care about you, they just proud of you, and they just proud that you're able to just I talk to everybody I'm with about change and being able to just switch it up and not be the same. It's one thing to be different, but if it's different and it's good, then that's a good thing. And I feel like Stressing Me is in that place where I want it to be. And everybody around me, like my girl, my friends, all that, we just appreciate for what it is. You know what I mean?
Here it is. We're going to play the Stressing Me, and then we'll come back and play another song that show off these bars. Sway in the morning. Shawn Smith, give us a call, 888-742.
It's a nice little vibe.
Hi. Yeah. I don't know, HB. I see you cooking with this in the background on Sunday. What do you think?
I love it. You already know I'm a Shawn Smith fan, and I don't know if Shawn heard the clip full when you introed him, but when you asked me about our votes, and every year, except for this year, will be the first year we don't have our Doomsday Cipher. It was easy for me, one vote always, and I just love as artists. We go through these transitions. We learn a lot at some point. If you grow it in the right space, your spirituality and everything starts to factor in the type of music that you're making and your surroundings of people. And to me, Shawn is already dope. But I mean, I could just hear even more and more maturity in the music. It's dope. I love it. I love it.
Me too.
Thank you, HB. I appreciate you. And I always sit with your words. I always appreciate them, and I hold on to them. So thank you.
Till
No,
death
they're
do
coming
us
from my
art.
heart.
Coming from her heart. Till death do us art. Ooh, that rhyme. We made a bar out of the title of your album, Sean.
Bar, easy.
We got inspired right there, son.
I'm telling you,
We got
this
Tina.
sounds good. This the one.
That's the one. It sounds great, bro. It sounds really great. I hope people get behind it. Tina, what do you think? Tina's in L.A. Say what up to Tina, y'all. Tina.
Hey, Tina.
What's up, Tina?
I like it. I wish you the best of luck with your music because I really like it. It's good.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
Sway,
you, Tina. I
it's really
appreciate
good of you to be pushing new artists. You actually gave a plug out to Leslie Bangers, and I really appreciated that. But I like it. It's good.
That's
Best
good,
of
right?
luck to you.
So,
How'd you get?
Thank you so much.
What was your
you
question,
were going to
love?
ask me?
I just wanted to know what made him decide to go into music, and what gave him his start?
Well, what inspired me in the beginning was my big brother. He used to rap, and he showed me this Kanye West mixtape. So that kind of started me. But the real start is a couple years ago when the reason became bigger than just like self benefit. When I started thinking about like what the game needed, what the culture needed, and what people needed from where I'm from, that's kind of really what inspired me to like really make music and just create something that people could hold on to. So it's just people.
Tina, make sure to support this project till death do us art. And we have Joe on the line from Alabama. Joe, what up?
Hey, Joe.
Yo, Sway, what's up? Grand Risings and everybody, man.
Yep.
Hey.
No.
What's up?
You think it's
Yo,
Shawn Smith?
hey, son, what's good, brother? I just wanted to say, man, I'm in the South, man, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Down here, it's mostly Gucci Mane or a doggone little baby or something like that. But you gained a fan in me, bro. That's a whole vibe. That song there is mellow as hell, dog.
Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And I love the South, man. I get a lot of my influence and bounce from the South, so I appreciate y'all.
Bro, that's a move. That's a groove right there, dog. I think I'm gonna roll me one up and just check out the whole project.
Got to, bro. Got to. That's a vibe.
Hey, by the time you get to
man, big ups, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
That's what's
For
up.
sure,
By the
man.
time you get to the song "Thorn in the Wild," you're gonna be doing the two-step, Joe. So get ready for it. All right, you a citizen.
Sway in the morning, brother.
Man. Have a great day.
You too,
You
man.
too.
Let's go to Wisconsin. Adam, Grand Risings. How are you, Adam?
I'm doing well, Sway. How are you?
Doing well, man.
Hey,
Doing well.
Sean, man,
Sean.
I have to speak on your humbleness. Like, oh my God, you got this huge platform right now, and you're doing like these great things, and you're speaking on like you want to build a legacy, and you want to go beyond rap, and you want to speak, and I commend you on that because that is huge, man. Are you the next MLK for us? Are you the next big voice? Is what I want to know. Are you what we need right now?
It'd be an honor to be half of the voice of MLK, but I can say people like MLK or just even other artists or rappers, period, they definitely have paved the way for me to be inspired enough, to be brave enough. Because even MLK, he put his life on the line for what his voice was. What he was saying, he put his life on the line for it. And if I'm going to be a man of the people, or just a man, period, for my voice, I'm going to put my life on the line, at least for my people, and just trying to create something good to just hold on for the future generation. So hopefully
Thank you so much, Sean, for everything. Thanks for the music. Thanks for what you're doing. Keep doing it and keep striving, bro. How old are you?
I'm 27 now.
27. So, like, your first thing that you bought ever probably wasn't a tape or a CD. It was probably a CD, right? What was the first influence? Like, what your first album that you bought?
My first album that my mom got me was Little Bow Wow, Beware a Dog album.
You know what? I went young too, bro. I went Crisscross was my first tape that I bought. So I feel you on that. I went young too. Like, man, I was jamming that when I was like in kindergarten or first grade or so. So, man, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
That's
the
dope.
golden era around that time.
Hey, man, thank you for your time. Thanks for this blessing and being on here and being a voice too. If I got time, like, I want to speak on one other thing. Like,
wait, hold on, Adam. I want you to make sure you get his project too, till death.
Yeah, till death.
Oh, Okay, and then just send me a. I'm gonna have Adam hit me up directly on my social because I know we gotta keep moving, Sean. And I want to play one more song before I let you go. You know, listening to your project. You know, we hear a lot of music all the time, and I listen to everything. You know, I don't comment on everything. Not everything evokes me to comment, but your project is really diverse in some of the messaging, and I feel like I got to learn more about you in this project. I have to say, Braggadocious is the first song on the project, and that's just to let MCs know in case you forget. And to me, Braggadocious is the song. Let me hit you with this first, so when I go into Stressing and I go into Thorn in the Wild and I go to Challenger, you don't think I lost a step. Braggadocious is purely what it is. But the song Lift Me Up is kind of speaking to what I think what Adam is talking about when he said, "Are you going to be that next voice? How are you going to use your platform, man?" Tell me about Lift Me Up. What motivated you to write that song?
Man, Lift Me Up, like that's such a special song. Honestly, those vocals are from 2018. And I knew it was so special I kept it that long. I rapped it in 2018. And I just wanted to create I just went through such a weird time. And during that time, like, people was trying to sign me, and everybody was just pulling me so many different ways. And it almost got to the point where it was overwhelming. I really was asking God to just lift me up out of the BS and let me do my thing. So I remember just being in the studio, and I just kept saying, "Jesus Christ, lift me up, lift me up, lift me up." And I just started blacking on the verses. And I love those vocals so much, I'm like, I can't never just throw this out. I'm going to wait until it can live on a good project. I link with the guys Weatherman and Charlie Heat, and the sound, they just brought that to life. It's such a beautiful piece of fine art to listen to. I fell in love with it, and if we just put that right under the vocals and put it on the project.
Well, it's a powerful song. It's almost like a spiritual song to me, like a motivational song. Yeah, it's kind of and right now we can use that, Shawn Smith. We can use right. I don't know how you were affected by the announcement about Breonna Taylor and the officers that were responsible for her losing her life. But a lot of us could use that lift me up. We can't stay down. We can't stay stuck or stagnant. Songs like this help. So I want to do this. I want to give out your social. It's a lot of people on the phone lines. I'd rather you hit him up directly so you can establish that relationship with Shawn Smith. Tell them how they can reach you, bro.
Of course, man. On all platforms is Shawn Smith Story. That's SHAWN Smith Story on all platforms. And ShawnSmithStory.net is the website. So if you find me on there, hit me up. I would love to chat with Shawn.
Okay, and we're going to end with Lift Me Up and come back with some Celebrity Wire. But you want to say anything in closing, Shawn?
Yeah, of course. I want to give a shout-out to y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Shout-out to my team. I'll be naming them all day, but thank y'all for everything. And shout-out to the whole city of Philadelphia. And for every youth that's listening all around the world, I'm here. Make sure y'all tune in, and I'm riding with y'all.
There it is. Tell Deaf Do Us Art. Shawn Smith. Spell.